The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Eric Kendricks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Anthony Barr. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, Murray. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Flush to his right, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use.
And he lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult. that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in his first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had two nice interceptions a week ago.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have...
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity. All right, everybody in the house had to figure that was going to be a 1-yard plunge. I know I was fooled. How about you?
Absolutely. I had to readjust my eyes when it was a play fake. Good job defensively, though, to not bite.
Too bad that didn't end the series. They stopped the hold in there.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
And Brinz's kick is good. Elsewhere on the NFL scoreboard in Dallas. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Garoppolo on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
All right, here we go. Back to Philly. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we will send you eastward to Orlando and Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go with Murray again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll try to throw here now, Bridgewater. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Again, it's Murray. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he'll be knocked down sideways. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
DeForest Buckner is a really tall defensive end / defensive tackle. How about that move right there to get upfield and make the play in the offensive backfield? Excellent leverage.
You're right. Tall, big, 6'7", nearly 300 pounds. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the...
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Anthony Barr. From his outside linebacker spot, he comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Elsewhere, they have gone to the 3rd quarter now in Dallas. And surprise, surprise, the Cowboys leading in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
On 3rd down, Murray shrugs him off. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
A handoff. It's Murray. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive lineman and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And that takes us from second to third down.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. To throw, Bridgewater. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
That is caught at the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver?
Open man is Treadwell, and he's got it for the Minnesota touchdown. Laquan Treadwell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Brinza now for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Green, 39.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. Airing it deep for Garcon. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Pierre Garcon. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Get ready. Way 90. Tagger.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep for Diggs. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Shedding the tackle. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down again. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. On play action, it's Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Solomon Thomas in there again as this offensive line is in tatters. 3 sacks in. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard, because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there, because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Able to find Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. Airing it deep for Garcon. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Here we go.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. There he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. Might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep coming up.
Yeah, no matter the scoreboard, just tough to justify. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it'll bring up 3rd down. A little too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's pulled in at the 32. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They'll run the counter with Murray. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early...